Hello, welcome back. Last time an evil eye number puzzle. This time, water skipper's something something. Laughs at me. Long as I step away from where I am, you'll never be able to conquer this room. I doubt a water skipper has that brain capacity to build a very tough room around that idea. What, Beethro, you think the water skipper built this room? Also, something I remember bothering me about this. This is the water skipper that talked, number 1. But as the puzzle goes on, it becomes very clear that this is actually the water skipper that was meant to have talked here. There's a way to make a specific monster talk with scripting, but that way was not used here. So this is the water skipper that was supposed to be speaking there. So as long as I step away from this spot, you can't solve this room. Why are you... You're on an ortho square, I see. Okay, so if I step on that... 7 skippers. Alright, so that's just for that. If I want to bypass this room, I use these tunnels, I see. But if I want to go into the room, I'm locked in until I... Oh dear, horns. So a soldier and a clone. Those are fire traps. Okay, gotcha. So briars cannot be allowed to grow, or else beacons will do stuff. Yeah, okay. So, all of this water is shallow. What does this imply exactly? Feels like the soldier or the clone is going to have to replace the water skipper on that plate. But how will either one of them do that? I suspect it's... Well, it can't be the clone. So yeah, that plate needs to not get released. Because yeah, this will happen immediately if that happens, right? Let me just observe here. Oh, I have a turn. If I place a clone at an exit, then I can release this for a turn. Right, because pressure plates release after Briar's attempt to grow. So I would have one turn to exit the room after that. So maybe that's the clone's purpose, but maybe it's not. Seems as though I need to clone in order to do anything here, because... Okay, well, you started there. I guess to start you there, I'd have to... Okay, that's interesting. Because of these doors being this way, it determines where you come in. But how do I do anything? I can move these around if I want. And I have to do something with them with the soldier? So if I summon the soldier, he's just going to stomp all over this plate, isn't he? And then get killed in the shallow water, because he... No, wait, soldiers can use their swords in shallow water, of course. So then what's the idea? What is the idea of this room? Kill all the monsters and exits without seeding beacons being activated, right? What's the clone for? Slowing down the soldier? Why would I want to, though? Alright, let's think about this. I'm not going to be able to have a clone sitting close to an exit, so I do need the soldier, or the clone if it could somehow happen. No, okay, so I can't... If I am allowing this plate to be released, then I have to step out of the room on the very next turn. So, like, if I were in a situation where, you know, the soldier was sitting here with his sword like that, and a Beethro were here or here, I could wait and allow the soldier to use his sword on the water skipper, and then exit the room, and assuming that was the last monster to kill, I'd be fine. But it doesn't seem like those conditions are going to exist. Like, if this ever releases, repressing it won't help anything, briars will still grow. However, oh no, hold on, these are on room clear gates. So if you're the last one I kill, then it's fine. Oh. Okay. So in order for you not to move... I think I know what that takes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I might want a row of water skippers here, so that, and the soldier over here, so that he can just kill them all in a nice combo move. Kill this one last, and everything will be great. Okay, so clone here. Move all the water skippers into this row, and find a way to keep them there. Alright. Okay, and I'm gonna have to use the soldier's attraction to do that, and this mechanism is for soldier distraction, I think. So, I can certainly move them all out here. Yeah, okay, so I have to use these doors to shuffle the soldier around such that... Well, let's see, can't I just, like... spool them all up like this, move them diagonally, then have Soldier Man attract them by both of these dudes being stealthed at the same time? Kind of? Not exactly. It didn't quite work the way I was hoping. And you need to toggle some stuff. Wait, you're not toggling this stuff. Maybe I want these both on the same side. I can't do that, though. Okay. It can't be the clone killing them because he won't get his sword in the water. That's the soldier's special property. Alright, so let's just observe what the soldier does here. Yeah, so if they were all queued up properly, that would be fine. Why are you not moving? Oh, because that's land and that's an obstacle to you, of course. Alright, so this shouldn't be too bad then. So let's not blow that horn yet. I want to put all these over here if I can. Which, you know, I can't, but I can pretend. Then again, this seems an awful lot like it's going to work. Let's see, if I wait one more, then stealth. Okay, so you're wrong. I see. That's why this is not the way to go. So let's see, well, he's gonna... No, he's not gonna die. He's just gonna stand... Okay, well, so... Alright, that's what I want to do, though. Like, it'll pretty much work. If I just do this, maybe... No, they're already doing the wrong thing. Let's see. Okay, so... Let's not soldier just yet. Alright, so how do I want you all to be? If I just do this a bunch, will you kind of sort yourselves into a friendly order? Like, this is almost what I want. What's your order at this point? 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's actually okay, isn't it? Let's try. So I need you to be back over there. That's fine, isn't it? Hold on, I want you to be in specifically this spot. Alright, now be stealthed. Yeah, okay, well, that was all I needed. Cool. Okay, great. Well, that was fine. And that was the water skipper room. That just kind of worked itself out. Really? I don't think a water skipper can drown. I mean, I guess they stay on top of the water, but that seems unlikely. And they didn't drown, they were stabbed. What are you talking about, Scroll? You are incorrect. Alright. Oh no! What have I stepped into? Well, this is the Roach Queen room. Okay. This looks like a horrible mess. Light has something to say here. A zigzag triangle wave pattern. There are tunnels, there are fire traps. I can't... Okay, right, so the way to proceed is actually through here this time. Beethro, 6 Queens puzzles, Stumpy forever. And as always, you have to say something like that. So I could proceed this way, that's how the level proceeds. Alright. Persistent movement tokens are a thing that does not disrupt anything particularly, other than, you know, change citizen behavior, but it is in a non-Roach Queen egg layable space. However, these have an actual effect. So they don't lay on tokens. There are conquer tokens. So it seems like that's how to initiate the puzzle. There are yellow doors underneath those power tokens. Thanks for all this visual clutter. So if I just do this, they start moving. You stepped on a plate, which has locked you in there. This would toggle all the arrows and open those. This door... well, no, open the door, right, so those arrows can't be toggled. If arrows and a door exist on the same space, it's always the door that takes priority, I think, and the arrows are just unreachable by mechanisms. Is Beethro supposed to go in here and interact with this stuff directly somehow? Those are trapdoors, so I get a staff so I can, like, do stuff. So if it's like that... What a mess this is. So that's toggled by those. Those is all hot tiles. I'm trying to just, like, puzzle out the goal of this. Seems almost like it wants a Roach Queen here and one here. Oh, and there's an order to it, of course. Oh, this looks horrible. I think this might be the point at which I gave up on this level. I'm not certain if I ever solved this room. Let's find out if I did. I'm curious. If I go back to... yeah, I've almost reached the point in this that I got to. Which room is this? That's this room over here. No, I never solved this. Okay. Yeah, those were... all the rooms that I've done now, plus this one, are all the ones that I solved in here. So this is new territory from here on. Okay, well, let's start parsing, I guess. So I can have a staff for some reason. I feel like I want to enter from here. Okay, right, so I tried to skip that room, then went over here and got frustrated with a Gentry forever. So Gentry room's gonna be a thing. Roach Queen room first, though. So, what are you standing on? Trapdoor. Pressure plate. What is any of this? It's a big, terrible mess. Those are one-use pressure plates. So if I've done this, and I send those out of there, I mean, nothing of worth happens. However, I can tunnel around here, but with... okay, so sure, I could rotate arrows, I guess. Send them back onto those pressure plates. So what did that accomplish exactly? It opened that door. Okay, well, the door is open. And as long as you remain there, that door will remain open. Okay. Well, you're not going to remain there, but some queens got through. I guess if I wanted to, I could totally just stop them here. Oh. Stop them here. And send them on their way. But this has to already be off, possibly? Nothing turns that off. Okay, so nothing is connected to this. Something's connected to that, and also to the seeding beacons. But nothing actually turns that on. No, wait, those are pressure plates. Oh. Ah. With ortho squares on them. So don't step here or here. If Beethro were to walk in here with a staff, he could hit this orb, which would toggle the entire field of arrows, close the way to a Conquer token. Those are opened by this. This looks horrible. This just looks like an absolute nightmare. Alright, so I think what I'm seeing with these arrows is that I would perhaps desire to do that? Well, not exactly. Well, you've closed that, which is fine. Well, I mean, none of this is really what I want to do. I have to use those orbs somehow. So if I wanted to do that, could I? I can leave you there, sure. Gotta walk across this field of arrows, but that's fine. So I'll take a staff. Ah. I take the staff so that I can't kill a Roach Queen. But this is a trapdoor. Well, the arrows went away. These are still here, of course, and the ortho squares... Oh, wait. How is this not an absolutely... Oh, because of the... Okay, I gotta rotate the arrows for that. That's the way that becomes penetrable. So that'll be fine for what I'm doing. Pretending that these other 4 queens aren't here and that these 2 will be enough for the puzzle. Alright, so rotating these arrows is the way that I get passage through this door. Has to be open, they have to be rotated in such a way. In this way, that ortho square will be unreachable, a queen will end up here, and one will end here. Okay, do I care for some reason? I have this weird feeling that it's going to be better if I do this. So arrows facing that way means if I can get south of this queen, well, no, then she'll just go that way. Well, it depends. Alright, what did that orb that I hit do? I don't know, it opened this, and this is closed, and this is opened by those. Alright. So it seems like my goal is to... at some point, somehow... Hang on, what did that do? It allowed this briar to grow. Is this... So this seems to have symmetry. I don't think I need to interact with both of those sides. Like, I only need to step on one of the two Conquer tokens. Going through this tunnel isn't going to help me. Queens are trapped. Can't do anything with the Conquer tokens. This would toggle the entire field of arrows. Open that door again, to no avail. Well, but I have another side I can interact with to do kind of the same thing if I want to for some reason. Like, I guess what I accomplished was I placed a queen on this spot. If I place a queen also on this spot... Okay, so hang on. So this one does toggle close, close, toggle, toggle close, close toggle, toggle open, open toggle, toggle open, open toggle. Alright, so these are... I'm not sure what this is telling me exactly. Is there an order to this? How were those before? They were all the fire traps are on, all the doors were closed. All the fire traps have to be off and all the doors have to be open in order for briars to grow and do the good things. I don't ever want anything to step on these. That's a failure condition. nothing can ever step here or here, so ignore those entirely. They're completely pointless, and I'm slightly annoyed that they exist. There's another place I can step here. I can walk across. Oh, you laid an egg, I see. Oh. Oh, so that's how something could get on there, by egg laying. Alright. So there aren't a lot of egg laying spaces. This is floor. Alright, so I guess that's why I'm discouraged from doing that. Oh, well, because of this trapdoor I can't return once I'm in here. There's no tower in the room, so that won't be opening. These lead nowhere. So the only way out once I'm in here is through these doors. Alright. So I only get to go through one of these tunnels, but it seems as though I have to go through both. So what's the idea? Does this not have a trapdoor? It does. It's not like there's a disarm or dagger token here so I can go across the trapdoor or anything. If I only get one of these... Well, no, these do essentially the same thing, so it doesn't matter which one I choose. Other than for just, like, queen herding. So here's my guess. The final formation I want is all 6 queens in a column here. And then I want to move quickly, do something to open this door, so that they'll all end up on the fire trap. Like, I'll come along there. When both of those are pressed at once. Like, I have some time pressure not to let them lay eggs here and here, which they will do if they're in that position. Opening the way to the fire trap will leave them a way to die. So once I've used those orbs... Why does clicking here make this orb much redder than this orb? There's a big difference between those two, look at that. Or is it just to do with the lighting here somehow? Well, that's weird. I guess it's just the lighting. Yeah, because it's bright over here and dark over there. Alright. So... Anyway, if I had what I was describing there... 6 queens in a column, and some magic made briars grow onto one of these. Either one is fine, it doesn't matter which, because they both do the same thing. So perhaps that's important to observe. Those are the same. These are the same. So I only need to concern myself with one of these two, and one of these two. It doesn't have to be both. I think the way this is, the symmetry here means either way would work, unless there's some subtle difference, so that only one would actually work. That would be annoying. Alright, so ignore those orange spaces. This is really just to close this. This opens those... These two plates open those doors. This plate closes them. Now, the orientation of this diagonal line perhaps has implications about which of these two I would use, but it might not. Because I can orient these arrows kind of however I want. And if oriented properly, I can keep the queens in a column, as I please. However, it feels like it'd be optimal for Beethro to be down here, queens to be splayed out along this, Beethro stepping here, arrows facing south, perhaps, so that no queen would step here. They would all, in a line like this, you know, advance this way. A queen would end up here, 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 and here. Then they'd unravel here, 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 and here. Step on both of those, so this would be hit first. So you would deactivate this fire trap, and this fire trap. Then a few moments later, this would be hit. And nothing good would happen. Because this would be reactivated. This would get deactivated, yes. And, oh, and that door would be open, sure. So there's an order here for this briar to grow onto this plate. What I want is this first, because it has the red. So yeah, this to be held, and while this is held, so that fire trap's off, while this is held, then this is pressed. So that fire trap stays off, this opens, and this turns off. Then a briar could grow here. Now these are clean floor spaces. Queens could lay eggs there, if that were to make a difference. I don't think that's something I want, though. Because a queen stopping against one of her eggs here would just kill her on the hot tiles, so I don't think that's any good. Alright, so yeah, the situation I described would do the opposite of what I wanted. It would hit this first and then this, therefore this briar wouldn't grow. Do I need one of these to grow? No, I think I only care about these in that case, because, well, no. Then Beethro would be down here, and he'd have to chase them north into this fire trap. Would he, strictly speaking? How does Beethro exit through this? Right. For this to open... If Beethro's down here, then yeah, one of those needs to activate. Alright. So Beethro needs to be down here, and the queens need to be in an order such that this is hit first, and then this. Which will actually let both of those grow out, which seems pointless because they're the same thing. So these aren't exact mirror images, but effectively they are. Yeah, the effect is the same. Now for this is just the opposite. So if I hit the top first, and then the bottom, then both of these can grow out. But I don't feel like I care about that. Because what I want, when I'm on the bottom... Alright, so Beethro needs to be in the south, queens need to be in this kind of diagonal somehow, so that they'll land here first and then there. Or maybe I flip everything vertically, so Beethro in the north, queens in this diagonal, because that looks a lot easier to do. Because this will just open that. You'll be like this. If Beethro's in the north, then they'll hit this first, and then this, causing this to happen, and then that opens. Oh, is that all? So where does the turn order come in, I wonder? Alright, it looks to me as though I've figured it out. A layout that could potentially work. I'll bet I'm missing something. But it doesn't feel like turn order really matters that much. Because I can control the force arrows. So it should be fine. Oops. Okay, well let's... Okay, so they're gonna be annoying about their formation, that's how it is. Alright, well again, I can control the force arrows. So let me, exert some control here. And ensure that they go... Oh, interesting. Okay, let's try this, actually. Here, be a solid barrier. You go up here. Then you come down here. Seems semi-reasonable. So then I want... then I'm actually not sure. If I fiddle with this enough, it feels as though I should be able to get the queens into the formation I want. Just need... Let's see. I mean... Okay, well I have to... That's fine. That's fine, actually. Yeah, so what if I did something like this? So I'd just be very careful about allowing them to proceed that way. Right, so I want you all the way up there. I'm going to rotate this around like that. You all the way up there, and then I can spool this. There we go. Okay, turn order's not... Oh. Okay, well, it doesn't sound right, but I don't think it matters. Well, I don't yet see why it matters, but being that this is this entry, it probably does in some way. I just don't know what way that is yet. So I'm going to step there, which will open that, and then I can toggle the entire arrow field. Okay, so... Problem is, I think I need to rotate it around a bit. But actually, that's not a problem? Alright, so if I'm going to be standing... Was I going to be standing up here? Or was it down here? Which way was it? I think it was up here, because I want... Or was it down? If I go south, in this formation they will do this first and then that first using... No, I want north. Alright, so I want north because this opens that, so they'll go into that fire trap, okay? So then which arrow orientation do I want? Probably not that one. Probably, I would say, maybe this one? No, that will allow them to go there. What if... Oh dear. I want to keep you like this. And then, yeah, okay, so keep them like this. Now go north. Arrows face north, please. You did that, but that's probably okay. It totally is actually, why would that not be okay? That seems fine. Oh, well, let's not do that yet, then. Oh, well... Oh. Well, nothing went as planned. Okay, I get it. Yeah, that opens that at the same time, so what I actually want is something very different here. Alright, I think I need to... You know what? I don't really know what I need to do. Because no matter what, if I turn that off, it doesn't matter what turn order they're in, they're going to... Oh... So the way to maintain... I can't maintain this diagonal while standing to the north without something extra in here like the force arrows, because no matter what, this queen will want to go south and nothing will stop her. And this turns off all the arrows, and nothing turns them back on. Huh? But if I do the other diagonal, then they reach the wrong pressure plate first, and I'm in the north when I need to be in the south. No? Well, yes, because I don't want these. I want the opposite ones, right? I want the one that's not on the side that I'm on to open the way to the pressure plate, and to open the way to this conquer token. Alright, so that's a contradiction. Because this is the diagonal that I cannot achieve without having these force arrows on if I'm to the north. This diagonal I could maintain with a turn order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, one will try to... No, wait, it's the opposite. No, I can't maintain that at all, because it's vertical preference, not horizontal. If I'm sending them horizontally, there is no move that a roach in front of this particular one can take that would cause this one to maintain its row without moving south. You would have to be blocked both to the southeast and to the south, because your first preference would be to move here. Then if that's blocked, you would then try to move here. Both of those would have to be blocked for you to make a horizontal move. So, what? Yeah, they want to unroll vertically, not horizontally. Is there something I'm missing about the mechanism with these arrows and stuff? Like, this door only opens with those orbs, and all of those orbs also toggle those arrows. I could not have toggled this before this. I could have done them simultaneously, I guess. Not that that would mean anything. So those arrows stay arrows, sure, but then as soon as you get past there, you're just gonna go to the south and die. These arrows stay around. These clean spaces exist for some reason. I don't know what reason that is yet. If I'm supposed to use roach eggs somehow? There are hot tiles, so I could kill any spawned roaches. But what could I possibly do with roach eggs? Feels like nothing. Because I can't fill anything up here. This is... all these tiles are hot. This could be ornamental, who knows at this level. I mean, there's a lot of ornamental stuff going on here. Alright, well, this 6 Queens puzzle has stumped me forever. Alright. Well, I'll think about this some more and come back with some kind of idea. At least I parsed this into some semblance of understanding. There's all this stuff, though. Hold on. Why does this exist? Is there a reason for this? So that lets me toggle very quickly all of the queens at once. I can let them out and just kill them, but this prevents me from actually solving the room that way. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on here. Seems like I have a direct contradiction in that I have to make them end in a column. I have to be in here while that's happening, and I can't switch from north to south once I've dropped this trapdoor, so I'm going to be on one north-south side of them while they make this journey over there. Unless I hack this with a roach queen stepping on this plate, which is not impossible, that's actually extremely doable. They wouldn't drop the trapdoors. So a roach queen stepping on one of those plates would open these doors and let some of them through. However, for them to survive being let through... they can survive out here on the clean spaces, if I rotate the arrows the right way. So I could rotate the arrows the right way before opening this door. Well, there are lots of possibilities. I don't know which one's going to lead me to where I need to be, but this room is kind of a pain so far. It's not the worst thing, but I don't know how to solve it yet. Alright, I'll see you next time to work on this some more. At least I got one room done, so that's good.